Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes to just go through one of the ways that you can actually use AI tools to make the design process a little bit easier for yourself. So, you can actually use AI tools to write course learning objectives, or CLOs, as we call them here at LAPU. You might have another name, learning objectives, or something of the sort. But I did want to take a minute to show you how you can do that. So I'm here in ChatGPT, and you can easily enter something in like, write to me 20 college level course, college level course learning objectives for conducting a SWOT analysis in a business class. We can just say something as simple as that, because there are going to be so many objectives generated, and you can kind of go from there and determine if you want to use any of them, if you want to like combine some of them, or take bits and pieces from other from multiple objectives just to make your one objective. And this really does center around what you're anticipating that you will need to assess. So that's something you can do. One thing that I encourage you to do too, that I mentioned in the intro video, you can definitely train the tool. So you can say, I didn't like those. Like those, can you add presenting a SWOT analysis? Okay, it says, of course, here are 20 revised college level CLOs. And here we go. So I wouldn't necessarily go with this, but practice delivering a SWOT analysis presentation in both formal and informal settings. Demonstrate proficiency in using presentation software tools to create professional looking SWOT analysis slides. Again, this wouldn't necessarily be something that I would be looking for, but the point is you can train your tool to give you the input or the output that you want. If you really like this, you could say, I like those. Can you give me 10 more? And within a few seconds, boom, you've got 10 more learning objectives right there. So this was one example that was very, not very specific, I guess. Something that you can do too, though, is if you know that you want to cover a certain topic in a course and you know that you need to assess a certain piece of it. So, if you have like, let's just say SWOT analysis, but you also need to assess oral communication or written communication, then you can ask it to build that into your CLO as well. So that is really cool. It really just comes down to, again, what you're trying to assess, and you can definitely use that in GPT, or I also have Gemini up here, so we can pop this into Gemini and see what it gives us. Let's say, can you give me 15 course learning objectives regarding art analysis? And Gemini is awesome because it, well, in this case, it actually gives you some explanation for each one, so that could be helpful, especially if you're working with a subject matter expert or something like that. But it also gives you more context, especially if it's not an area that you are super familiar in. So that's great. Anyway, you can use so many AI tools for CLOs and other pieces of the design process, and I highly encourage you to test that out. And in the next activity, you are going to be jumping into creating a CLO with AI. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.